I just like to share my expertise on that of the research work what we carry out in our university, especially in my lab, plant therapeutics lab, with the work on the which is called as I'm going to give the presentation on the biochemical profile of the Cyamopsis tetragonoloba, which is considered to be a potential natural prebiotic. I am Dr. Suriyavathana, working as an associate professor in Periyar University. The Cyamopsis tetragonoloba, can be otherwise called as, in normal terms, as the cluster B. First, I want to just give an outline regarding that of what is the distinction between a pre and probiotics. So, probiotic, this was first discovered by a certain strains of the bacillus in the Bulgarian yogurt called Lactobacillus bulgaricus. The discovery was made in 1905 by the Bulgarian physician and the microbiologist called Cyamopsis. The modern day theory is generally attributed to the Russian Nobel laureate Oleg Metchnov, who postulated around in 1907 that yogurt consuming Bulgarian peasants seems to live longer. The probiotics are made up of good bacteria, which helps to keep our body healthy and working well. The concept of this good bacteria helps us to in many ways, including fighting against the bad one and making the system to help in the doctor feel better. Probiotics are a part of a large picture concerning the bacteria and the body. And it promotes a healthy balance of the gut bacteria and have been linked to a wide range of health benefits, which includes weight loss, digestive health, and the immune function. Prebiotics, next, this is the concept which was introduced for the first time in 1995 by Clem Gibson and Marshall Robinson. Prebiotics are specialized plant fibers. They act like fertilizers, just stimulate the growth of a healthy bacteria in the gut. Prebiotics are found in many fruits, vegetables, especially those contain complex carbohydrates such as fiber and resistant starch. Prebiotics are the compounds in food which induce the growth or the activity of the beneficial microorganism such as the bacteria and fungi. The most common example is the gastrointestinal tract, where the prebiotics can alter the composition of the organism in the gut microbiome. Prebiotic was first described as a non-digestible food ingredient that beneficially affects the body and the system by selectively stimulating the growth of the activity and limits the number of the bacteria in the colon and thereby improves the host health. Only very few compounds are involved to serve as a prebiotic, namely the carbohydrate group, such as of short and the long chain exclusive groups called beta fructones and inulin, lactulose, and this all can serve as a prebiotic component in that of the foods what we consume. So this gives an account on the probiotics and the prebiotic foods what we assimilate. Probiotics, they are the living stains of the bacterial system that add to the population of the good bacteria in our digestive tract. Whereas the prebiotic or the specialized plant fiber that act as a food for the good bacteria, thereby stimulates the growth among the pre-existing good bacteria. So in order to get on to the high content of this probiotics, that requires in the terms of food, which serves as the probiotic, which is going to act as a precursor to go for the complete growth and the beneficial effects given to the system by the probiotics. So both are to be going in the hand in hand. So these are the food sources which contains the high content or rich sources of both pro and the prebiotics. So the difference of the probiotic and the prebiotics. This is our gut intestine. So this in turn we have the availability of these probiotics, which in turn totally depends upon the pre-existence of the prebiotics. So probiotics are alive. They are usually bacteria or yeast. They help in the digestion and other health benefits. Whereas prebiotics are to form of a fiber serve, or they are a form of fibers which is being served as food for the, which is going to serve as food for the probiotics. And the good sources of probiotics are yogurt, buttermilk, aged cheese, sourdough, bread, and beer wine, etc. Whereas good sources of the prebiotics are from chicory root, Jerusalem, apricot, and the dendrons. And parallelly, we are going to have the normal ingestion of the vegetables such as garlic, leek, onions, whole wheat, fruits, vegetables, and the legume plants. So this is the prebiotic source. What I am going to introduce to that of the on a highest level of the peoples all over here. And I'm going to talk about the prebiotic concept of the scout cluster, otherwise called as the cluster bean or from Cyamopsis tetragonoloba. So the guar or the cluster bean, botanically it is known as the Cyamopsis tetragonoloba, is an annual legume that produces the guar gum. Cyamopsis tetragonoloba's origin is not clear because it has never been identified or discovered in the wild form. And it is a medicinal plant which is mostly grown in the Indian subcontinent because of the huge amount of the galactomannan known as the guar gum, that is the carbohydrate component. The crop is grown as for the industrial scale and used in the textiles, pharmaceuticals, and the paper industry. Guar gum, or otherwise you can call it as cluster beans, it has a variety of health advantages related to the various parts of our body. And this plant has been used as a digestive component, appetizer, and cooling agent in the traditional medicine, as well as it is used as anorexia and for the dyspepsia. These are the medicinal properties indulged in this of guar or maybe cluster beans. It was first discovered to have the anti-ulcer, hypoglycemic, and anti-hyperglycemic effect. And the guar gum's biochemical properties make it useful in a wide range of industries also. And the uses of this guar gum, or we can call cluster beans, it is a novel agrochemical processed form of endosperm of the cluster bean. It is largely used in the form of guar gum powder as an additive in food, pharmaceutical, paper, textile, explosive, and in the oil well drilling industries and cosmetic industry. This is a water-soluble fibrine. The guar acts as a laxative, hence it is used in the promotion of regular bowel movements and as a reliever of constipation. The most important characteristics is that it's high fiber content and therefore it is an excellent roughage for the body. The roughage plays a great role in the movement of the foods through the digestive system, aids or helps in that of the quicker relief from the movement from that of the digestion. And recently the product has also been used in the regulation of the blood glucose since it has got an hypoglycemic effect. Increasing medical research shows that guar gum has an important therapeutic properties. And these are some of the applications where you can see the utilization of this guar, mainly the guar gum. And this has been finding an application in the cosmetic industries for the preparation of the lipsticks, toothpaste, and the face cream preparations as a formulation. And it has been used in the food industries in the preparations of ice creams. And especially in India, we go for that of the wheat flour used to chapatis, rotis, and for the preparation of the bread and fried products, etc. And it is being used even for the purification of the heavy water, that is for that of the acting as a photo-degradation dye formation, thereby it is involved to go for the filtration process. It finds an important aspect because of this fiber content. And besides this, it is used in that of the preparation of the new drugs, especially for the tablets as a coating component or outer layer, which aids in the complete bowel movements because of this high fiber level. So this is the botanical concept, or we can call the taxonomy of this particular source. And it belongs to that of the order Fabaceae, family Fabaceae, subfamily Riscapridae, genus Cyamopsis, species Cyamopsis tetragonoloba. Binomial name we call it as the Cyamopsis tetragonoloba. And this is the methodology we adopt to that of the that is screening for that of the biochemical parameters. And in the process, we just selected the sample of the gout, or otherwise called cluster beans, which is found to be very fresh, and this has been completely washed, dried, and it's been converted into fine powder with blending. After making the powder, the extraction has been performed using different solvents. We performed with that of an aqueous extract, directly heating with that of 10 milligram of this powdered CT in the 100 ml of water, and we just go for that of minimum boiling, then for 30 minutes, then cooled, and this is being used for various analysis. Parallelly, the same powder will be used with the dot extraction done with the dot solvents, and the different solvents we use by using the Soxhlet apparatus, daily for 6 to 7 hours. The solvents we tried with the dot ethanol, methanol, chloroform, and petroleum ether. This is a simple collection and extraction procedure for the protocol we perform in our lab. And based on that of the extraction, either with aqueous and also with the solvent extracts, we completely quantified the biochemical components present in the CT, namely the total carbohydrates, protein, cholesterol, and in minerals we just quantified the calcium, phosphorus, iron, and the vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin E, and vitamin C. This all being done with following a standard protocols and the procedures. Biochemical composition. Then before going to that of the composition as such, food is a complex mixture of water, protein, and lipids. And in this specifically, the carbohydrates forms the main component which acts as an inter and intramolecular interaction in the structure. The chemical composition of the food is usually made up from a variety of different chemical components. It's almost like biochemistry. In its main components, we have carbohydrate, lipid, and protein. Besides this, it includes vitamins, minerals, enzymes, food additives, flavors, and colors. These biochemical compounds are considered to be carbon-based compounds found in the living system. They make up cells and other structures of the organism, and they carry out the life process. Biochemistry may be used to study the properties of the biological molecules for a variety of purposes. For example, a biochemist can make the study on the characteristics of the keratin in hair, so that the shampoo can be developed and enhances the curliness or softness. So this is all applicable to that of the characterization of the chemical constituent present in the respective sources. Biochemists finds use for the identification and characterization of the biomolecules. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the sugar molecules, and they are along with protein and fat. They are considered to be one of the main components found in foods and beverages. The prime aspect of this carbohydrate, they are all finally converted to an energy provider called glucose by our system by a process called metabolism. Glucose is also known as blood sugar, and it is the primary energy source for our body or all cells, tissues, and the organs. So based on this concept, we just quantified the content of the carbohydrate present in the outcome, and we did an analysis with that. We see that there is a high content of the carbohydrate available in the aqueous fraction, followed by that of the solvent fractions, namely ethanol, methanol, chloroform, and the petroleum ether. The protein, which is said to be a naturally occurring system, complex substance, which is composed of amino acids, and this amino acid residues are linked by the strong peptide bonds. The stability of the protein depends upon the interlinking of the amino acids by the peptide bonds. And these proteins are found in all living organisms, and they contain many essential biological compounds. Not only they maintain the stability of the structure and repair mechanism or a bodybuilder. Besides this, they form an important synthesis of the components called biocatalysts, enzymes, hormones, and the antibodies for the immune system. So based on this, we quantify the total protein content present in our source, and parallelly, there seems to be a good note of the protein content in the clustered beans, especially in the aqueous fraction. We have a high level compared to that of the solvent fractions, namely ethanol, methanol, chloroform, and other petroleum ether. This is the animal sterol, or called the cholesterol. It is a waxy substance that is found in our bloodstream. And the main aspect of this cholesterol, they are going to act as a reserve food, and they are the prime backbone for the synthesis of the hormones, mainly the steroid hormones, which forms a very important endocrine function. And this cholesterol, which is going to be very essential for the maintenance of the thermal temperature, etc. But it is not good to have higher content in our bloodstream. So your body requires cholesterol only to build healthy cells. High content of cholesterol leads to that of the risk of heart diseases. High cholesterol can cause fatty deposition in the blood vessels, and even liver causes to fatty liver. So we estimated the content of the cholesterol present in the cluster beans. But very interestingly, we came to see that there is a very meager amount of the availability of this cholesterol present here. It is compared to that of the rest of the two important prime components, namely carbohydrates and the proteins. So this particular graph emphasizes the total biochemical constituent or the profile, which is we can say the main three prime components, namely carbohydrate, protein, fat present in which has been estimated or quantified from that of the aqueous fraction to that of the various solvents. So this gives an outlay that in all the aspects we see that there is high content of the carbohydrate being available in, followed by that of the protein and a very little amount of the speed, or otherwise you can call it as the cholesterol. Next is mineral profile. So these minerals are considered to be important for our bodies in order to stay healthy. Our body uses mineral for many different functions, includes keeping our bones, muscle, heart, brain, and in order to work properly. These minerals are important for the synthesis of enzymes and all hormones as a cofactors. Minerals such as iron, calcium, copper, etc. Along with the vitamins, they are required in very small quantities by our body for normal growth and proper function. Iron is considered to be the main component for that of our blood along with the protein for globin, and it has been available as hemoglobin, which transports oxygen to tissues. Light minerals, which help to grow the body system, stay healthy. The body uses minerals to do many functions, namely building of the strong bones, sending the nerve impulse transmission, and minerals are even made to go for the synthesis of the hormones and maintain the normal heart rhythmic beat. The minerals come from that of the, are available from that of the rocks, soil, and via water, and the plant absorbs it and plants grow from this, and animals in turn assimilate these minerals and eat the plants. From the plants, they assimilate the plant and later on with the derived minerals. And humans, we get the minerals via the taking of food in the form of plants and from that of the animals. So this is the entry of the minerals to that of our system. Fresh foods aren't our only source of dietary minerals. However, now the processed foods like the breakfast cereals, they contain or they may be fortified with that of the minerals. The prime concept of this, we just went on to go for the assessment of the calcium content in CT. The calcium seems to be the most important mineral associated with that of the healthy bones, teeth. Also, it also plays an important role in the blood clotting mechanism, and which is essential for the muscle contraction, and thereby regulating the normal cardiac beat, that is called rhythm. And it is also involved in the impulse transmission by the nerve system. And very interesting aspect about the assessment, we came across that is the results reveals that the aqueous extract of our CT contains a very high content of calcium in the aqueous fraction itself. Besides this, we are able to note the amount of this calcium, which is very, very high in that of the both in the, all the solvent fractions also. Parallelly, ethanol seems to be predominant, where petroleum ether to be the lowest one. Phosphorus is a mineral which makes up the total 1% of the total body weight. So it is the second most abundant mineral in the body. It is present in every cell of the body. Most of the phosphorus is found in the bones and teeth. And the assessment or quantification of this phosphorus from our cluster bean, it also showed a good content of the phosphorus level, which is really to be higher compared with the aqueous fraction. And all the other fractions also showed a notable level of the phosphorus in it. Iron is a mineral that our body needs for many functions. For example, it forms a part of the hemoglobin, a protein which carries oxygen from lungs to other parts of the body. It helps our muscles store and use for the oxygen. It is a part of many proteins and enzymes. So we need iron in right amount for the normal flow of the oxygen to that of the cells and tissues to perform the function. So lower level of iron leads to number of consequences. The basic one we call it as anemia. So on the assessment or from the top of a source called the cluster beans, the amount of iron is also, even though it's a micro mineral, that is so known to be very notable amount that we identified. So this is the overall representation. So the content of the three vital minerals, namely phosphorus, iron, and calcium. So this gives an idea that among the three minerals we have been screened or estimated, calcium noted to be the highest one in our cluster beans compared to that of the phosphorus and the iron. Vitamins, we represent these vitamins, namely vitamin A, D, and E as antioxidant vitamins. The antioxidant vitamins we just label because this is going to have the clearance of the free radicals which has been generated during the stress. So free radical clearance has been completely under control by the availability of this vitamin. So on the assessment of the vitamin analysis from our source, we luckily got a very important aspect that all these vital antioxidant vitamins are being available in food store. Vitamin are the substances that body needs for the normal growth and development. There are 13 vitamins as we till date identified. They can all the type of vitamins we derive from the food what we consume. Our body can also make or synthesize vitamin in the precursor form, especially vitamin D and vitamin K. So each vitamin has its own unique job. If we have low levels of vitamin, then leads to that of the deficiency manifestation, which leads to that of the health issues. Vitamins are organic compounds that act as the catalyst during the chemical reaction of metabolism. They are vitamins along with minerals. They are considered to be essential nutrients because acting in concert, they perform hundreds of roles in the body function. They help to strengthen the bones, heal the wounds, bolster your immune system or booster the immune system. They all convert food into energy and bring about the repair mechanism during the cellular damage. So nutritional facts, as such, they say they label these are the different type classes of vitamins, and along with vitamins, minerals which are considered to be inorganic substances, they are found naturally from that of the soil and via water. Antioxidant vitamins, vitamin A is considered to be an antioxidant vitamin. The commercial name for that vitamin is the carotenoids. Vitamin A is an antioxidant. It can come from that of obtained from plant or animal sources. Plant sources include the colorful fruits and vegetables. Animal sources include liver and the whole milk. Vitamin can also be added to foods like cereals. On the assessment of the vitamin A content, CT contains the good store of this vitamin A in the aqueous fraction and all the related solvent fractions also. Then vitamin C, the commercial name is ascorbic acid. Vitamin C is an important for young skin, or we can say aging, and it keeps the bone intact and brings about the stability to the connective tissue. It promotes healing and helps the body to absorb iron. Vitamin C comes from the fruits and vegetables. Good source of vitamin C, you can get it from that of the citrus and colored red and green peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, and the greens. Some juices and the cereals what have been identified to have and fortified with the addition of the vitamin C, namely the commercially ascorbic acid. So the estimation or the quantification of this vitamin, vital vitamin, namely the antioxidant vitamin C, and our clustered beans upholds the good level or high content of vitamin C in that of the different fractions of the we tried out. Especially in aqueous fraction, we contain a high content of vitamin C. And vitamin E is otherwise called as the tocopherol. It is also an antioxidant vitamin. It is a group of 8 fat-soluble compounds that include 4 tocopherols and 4 tocopherinoids. Vitamin E deficiency, which leads to itself to be very rare, and usually due to the underlying problem that results in the defect in the digestion of the dietary fat, rather than diet with low in vitamin E, which can cause or leads to neuronal problem or the nervous problem. So taking into this aspect, we have also estimated the content of the vitamin E in the source of cluster beans, and it is found to be lesser when compared to that of vitamin C and vitamin A. But there is the presence of this vitamin. So this is the vitamin analysis of antioxidant vitamin analysis from Cyamopsis tetragonoloba. So remarkable levels of vitamin C is to be noted in all fractions, followed by vitamin A and a minimum amount in that of the vitamin C. To sum up their work on the profile, biochemical profile, the amount of the total carbohydrates of Cyamopsis tetragonoloba, or otherwise called as the cluster beans, which possess a good store of total carbohydrates. The amount of total protein differs in the extract, but it's made to notified to be of significant amount. The amount of cholesterol is said to be very minimum or trace unstable amount. The amount of minerals, namely iron, phosphorus, and calcium, present in that of the CT, and which in that calcium predominated. The vitamins, antioxidant vitamin, namely vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C, the different extracts showed a higher level for vitamin C, followed by vitamin A and vitamin E. To conclude, the biochemical profiling of Cyamopsis tetragonoloba has outlined the essential information indulged in it. It is very interesting that besides the plant source obtained for this investigation, possesses a good quantum of vital antioxidant sources, namely vitamins, which may be responsible to induce the antibacterial effect selected from the top different strains. The entire study has provided a note, a valid note, that the sweet tea, which can be advocated as an effective therapeutic source to enhance natural immunity to fight against infection. A more interesting aspect has been focused on the antiviral study in order to elucidate the Cyamopsis tetragonoloba as a natural antimicrobial drug, especially for the COVID-19 situation. This pandemic, this particular viral infection is under control on the traditional treatment with the of the extracts provided from the CT. So we are now focusing to work on this aspect on the antiviral study in order to advocate CT as an effective natural antimicrobial, especially the antiviral drug in the future. And this is an outlay of our therapeutic plant therapeutic lab on what we focus on the research on the plant related compounds. And the main concept of this PTL lab, we want this use of the encouraging the use of the traditional herbs, natural remedies in the healthcare system, and the sectors to use the availability. One reason, another thing is the affordability to the low socio-economic groups. So since herbal medicine involves the elimination of disease by plant-based formulations is available. Besides this traditional insight has been embodied in the indigenous system of Indian medicine, namely Ayurveda, which needs the scientific validation, especially in its chemical parameters. So taking into this consideration, we are focusing on that, and nearly I have worked on nearly 30 different plant related sources or medicinal aspects of this for all my doctoral candidates, and we have got isolated a number of compounds, and we have got formulations, and we got the pattern regarding this based on this particular book. So this is the process of the work we take out in our plant therapeutic laboratory. I think there is a small technical issues on the sharing of the slide, please.
So, madam, you have
okay.
Okay.
Thank you for your patient hearing. Any questions regarding this?